yensaka yenya bema Dr. Evans Duah or or lead research Sanity Africa or no and
not Sanity Africa.
Not Sanity, eh?
No.
Oh, okay.
So mine is purely an academic research that has been done. So
academic one that you did.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
okay. All right. Nice one. So, Doc, yeah, that's to say, you're from Waba. We didn't say we be able to. Right. Now, I've gone through the NPP presidential primaries now. I think this one is saying is the second public research that you've done. When you say public research, as such as saying,
so basically, this research, you decline after to which me about next slide. So
okay, they'll push to the next slide for us.
You decline abba offer. Let's go to the next one.
Okay, you the next one or the next slide, Okay, all right. Good.
Inti stay what
okay.
Inti currently offer 2023 or mom patron ko tuaba you 204,893. And a amendment to NPP amendment for former appointees, MCs, DCs, executive
increase the number.
But that amendment is now going through verification. Until as such September until we to about 2023 now.
Okay.
Sa album and the ESR research.
Okay. They were almost about 204,893.
And this is all constituencies, the whole across the whole country. So all 16 regions, all constituencies.
Okay.
Out of it, in August, year 20,000.
Okay.
And in September, year 26,150. So August year 10%, and September. So this is from 22nd September to 5th of October, and year about 12.7%. Now to put it in perspective, polls a bar bonten, majority of them, a B sample size is 2,600, 2,200, 3,000. Most of them ain't more than 1.something%. In fact, we do 2% in poll. But polls now is a minimum so far. The first one was 10%, and this one is 12.7%. And in terms of sample size and significance, polls are more significant and closer to the reality. It is also representative because the say a quota sampling technicalities, but simple before the proportional, and now say proportional be easy for people to understand. The chances say ABR constituency we 1,400. The constituency for France 400. Now you be a coefficient of 10% na year, and the constituency we for 140 a sample. The constituency where 400 you for 40. The reason we are doing that na say if we be population density, constituencies na nyepe. Regions so enyepe into okofa de 1,400 or 400 na de 400 or 400 enye very representative into making sure say sample size na ye picking represent exactly the nature of the population density na one minimum no kwaya bako ye friend you obi an nya no into ye nipa 6,282 a year obu on my friend back unreachable na omo maka unavailable unreachable na ebia na phone number na kwa wo album nim no onyu phone ni bi obi on months of the share match wasesa ne phone na ira obi on so kwa so mistake omo input no me mistake and e wo unavailable nipa no wa frɛ no sebios me wa sorry no wadwuma mintumi ne onkasa sankofo no ebia obe try back me no wantumi ne na akasa omo ina ye factor omo and e accounted for which is 6,200 ye ma nipa 120 ana ne omo ye surgery enti for now no oba delegate na enti say Ghana for betuma kase we fie ni delegate abon ma address enti phone numbers enti calls and calls no me laptop ha as many audios you want to listen to no you refer be quality assurance adwuma no mo ye ne supervisors ye lecturers no ye be no we about 6 ebi kwa nye NPP for ebi nye partisan ebi whatever until we all supervise it but sometimes opese oye quality assurance until nipa no eye call na ye mane record bi but it's not ethical say the betujwa until you keep you for quality assurance and have so many over 1,200 and only pick a certain number until every day biano sample of maybe a mama sample of 100 every day you have to send a minimum of 20 audio recordings and all of these ones are them we will go through how a year you team A, team B and team C our research team so and how our year me work with but you to me no public but for journalists I'm a juma so make sure say credible and pass a I walked you through all of that in Patrick.
That's fine. Okay. So what it means is that people 120 were on the field to do the job.
And you don't exceed 5 minutes.
Okay.
I will say we'll make sure so within 5 minutes for you. But in Tribune, on the average, near about 3 minutes per person. How to me should be very passionate, not person kasa. Me person me too my way because of this. Hands nipa no. It should be information on them and important. So we allow the person.
Yeah, because I was going to ask you, sir, less than 5 minutes. Would it be enough for somebody to take a decision? No. Just 3 minutes.
So we are not convincing anybody. It's not supposed to be.
Or just a straight question.
3 questions. The first question is Mpacho. So we introduce ourselves. Mpacho, research. NPP4. So first we identify that we NPP people. Supporting camp A and camp B and camp C. Researcher. Research be about bonten. Baby so be amfro be. Me research even me wo screenshot one constituency omukucha me call no a phone number at the tour say obi fremo nti mamo responde.
Wow.
For a whole constituency back in Ashanti region, back in Greater Accra, the Tomo constituency platform. So nti me say my second person in the kofre and a third person na me and kasa me say free before we could get the data because no money omudun say bi obi na check say umbeto ama na say so later omu say they started to speak to us.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Then worst case scenario best into the young main way in my church more.
Okay.
Bahane ye brofu bebre.
Yeah.
Higher limitations. I have to acknowledge bias be a won't be and also handy and next.
All right.
And research methodology near ethics handy. We can stay here for now. Handy. First and foremost, Nipana ye free from in the worst case scenario, no Nipana say Metro Amenti Buzom in Sinfoamiensa. First on Patrol 2023, 1 out to Wabamano. The Patrol Young say Honorable Kennedy Agyapong, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, and engineer Kwabena Agyapong. Sani Pami and Samina 2023, Omuyi Omenim, so Mopese, Omulidi NPP. A buy and a become but at the end of the day, in 2023, we are not supposed to get an answer for the two because no one can.
Sure.
Into 2023, the Hano or Mon Kahungi.
Agree.
Then you are back 2026. 2026 in the patrol, send penumi, why now beto Abaman? Was Metro A and a B and a C near the Noswato. The third question said, so candidate, our person or two man no, so candidate no, why drinks the sun a one candidates 9 akano emu hwan na ohwa wo obeto aba e de ama no enti eno ye the next best alternative me patch umi na NPP for this a family match we intend na yi obia sebi Honorable Kennedy Agyapong from 90s Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia running mate vice president Dr. Brian Champon obey national security or minister omina bomo board engineer Dr. enti omina ye bibi enti say so untuma why now beto abaman but this is where confusion no say nipa bebre mo frame me chichi mu say and it's good say me chichi mu and I like that enti pacho ohwa as the worst case scenario no and no ye pepepe. And 2% me, I always tell people, say best case scenario, no, a interpretation. Worst case scenario, it is the raw data as it is. And it's a situation where, no, as of September, say na nkofukua ye flow mono, esi ombetu omaba ako. Now, ufa sa worst case scenario na higher 94%.
Yeah, 94%.
In nipa bebre say it doesn't tally, but also I can kind of kakra notes wo I trust undecided new undisclosed near 6% in but can 94 no one na I 100% but 94 plus 6 na 100%. The reason I'm for undecided new undisclosed am when you say in the best case scenario no me ba be church mo no be ka ho in that case no anyhow into offer the worst case scenario according to the delegates no so mbeto ma back. Honorable Kennedy Agyapong, 44.11%.
Yeah.
Now, your August polls now no 41.
Okay.
And we're starting a toll, especially your bar string regions no Bono Ahafo and Blue East.
Okay.
Uti any Savannah, Sapphire way swing.
Okay.
A honey very tight. BBA to me see ho.
Okay.
Into Ufa Augusta, na August, na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, string regions no ADD.
Okay.
Anna Honorable Kennedy Agyapong koye ne toll ewo ho. Okoyen 3 out of the Bno East Bno and a half no mienu say Honorable Kennedy Agyapong abetiki lead no. But Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia so also I free was a CA.
Yes.
Into now no.
So the tendency is that and something can change
no is there.
Okay.
Into this is as at September. Into maybe I can say a snapshot.
Okay.
And yet predictive. We is September some pick information, never make a decision. Idea then a man. Into 90,000 or 44 into we increasing. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia in
August.
In August, no 39.09.
Okay.
In fact, no 78. Now, also abandoning. Into ocean year 39.09 no. About 39.55. So also wakonenim kakra. But on say a less than 0.4%. But a more than almost 3%.
Yes.
And in fact, there has been a significant increase here and a marginal increase. What it means is that if he wants to, he has to do more. If he wants to get 50 plus 1, so also wants to push him more.
Okay.
In research, what is happening is the momentum is more on this side.
Okay.
There is an increase by a gradual.
Okay.
Then you come to Brian Agyapong. Surprisingly for me, in September, no drop a year. Okay. Because in August he was at 8%. What drop it about 6?
Because there were the new entrants na ebe mono.
May I sure say, I mean for you could say said there was Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia co-Eastern and MP the MPs for so be declared in this there's a question of loyalty, organic support, any other stuff. It affected him especially and the vote majority now were Eastern.
Okay.
Into say Eastern who can akano. And that's what accounted for this. Dr. Yao said Duchum a increase no number 4. No, I'm 2. You say, I'm 3. It means that we're banning him. Or also, the message is resonating with some people. Engineer Agyapong then vote for 0.3. But Uchum said, a back on the Nima also orchestra. Now, in the best case scenario, what is happening in the best case scenario is a mepacho, and it's a disclaimer. Me, I'm a researcher, I'm a strategist, so you have to let people know the biases, the disclaimers that has to be. What is actually happening is a way interpretation of 3 variables. The next best alternative, which is a third one, and here the next best alternative. The undecided, the undisclosed.
Okay.
How did we do this? The next best alternative. Oto waba Emma Anna se nipa na opese woto waba mano no se wadwen sesa won ho hwan na obeto waba no aman eno the next best alternative patrofia do se me se metro ma A but madwen sesa metro ma B a it means that A lose me and B enyame. Now Patrick Braba can say maybe in just a second.
Okay, back to
just 10 seconds. Back to it.
All right. We just have to go back to
just some few seconds. The
best case. Okay. So what it means is that so be a kase West scenario. Obviously, the one leading loses.
No, exactly. Into the one into question among folks and say, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Actually, that's question on Busa. Osha is a negative.
Yes, negative.
Yeah. And then but the thing is this, and yet individual best case scenario. The individual best case scenario there and in 100%. It means that Ubia be increasing.
Okay.
And a contest, we are looking at the contest where people increase from the September and the say A be increase here, B be increase here, C be increase here. How would you go? And how do we account for that? Yeah, be said delegates and says, "Oh, two more candidate we are. Why now be there? And in doing that, majority of them, you could see say almost stretch it from Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia the most, because remember I said 61%.
Yes,
he was a flag bearer. Even make 2020 61 and Honorable Kennedy Agyapong 36 2023.
Yes,
and he became the flag bearer.
Sure.
And he is the main contender.
Yeah.
And as a matter of fact, you see simple analogy. Simple. Mukuta body body mienu ye nipa miensa ana obi ekuta mienu body na ekuta ina yensia sensia na ekuta ye no sesi ye hwese me ambitious or say me come ni miensa ananan say me come ni miensa obi mienu na beba be come me de no until once someone is gaining, someone has to pay, someone has to lose, because 100% a cake and a yeche until say me nya more e obi de na e be come ho until in the best case scenario for the contest no was everybody is gaining mu train free baby but you say majority na train dey and it is normal because opeke doctor ya say duchuma Ashanti region, for example, ono na spearhead bibia most of the things. Emma Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia during the previous election, Dr. Brian Champon similar thing. And this more train. Why ono mu be train more? Say in case they are growing, engineer Kwabena Agyapong, why ono be train more? Now there is something that we discovered with Honorable Kennedy Agyapong in the base now ono. Because of the recent Shatta Fest, and maybe I'll use that one. Or might say Shatta Movement.
Okay.
They don't flinch, they don't switch, they don't change.
They are constant.
They are constant, most of them. And to me, for Eastern say, Ofe nipa 20 you must switch it from Omaba Brian Wa. Emu 18 if free Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Maybe a 1 and a 2 pay and a free her. What it means is that the rate of switch from him no less, but the rate of switch no more. And
Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia
because he was the flag bearer, he was the main candidate. A year in Nanka. Sebi confidence level that's war higher. It is said who Kufado against Alan in 2020 after 2008 2012 now. Nanke was say emphatic, but you could see that this contest is keenly contested because confidence level no any the same view.
Okay,
and normally is attributed to the 1.7 million other matters that comes.
Okay, all right. Yanko the next one and I check. Okay, so this is the national results.
This one no compare say. As at September,
okay,
Honorable Kennedy Agyapong between me 44 is the reality.
Okay,
but our potential so to me could do 53. That was the reason why during the press release I stated say for the September, and I'm saying this for September polls no, if there is anyone who between me across 50+1 according to the extrapolation research na it is Honorable Kennedy Agyapong because none of them is crossing. But over blue now, you can see say as of September obi andrew 50+1.
Baby.
And what it means is that there could be a probable runoff.
Okay.
And it's a runoff Burma next nipa miensa we
did the determinant for
nipa mienu. However, this person as of September, Honorable Kennedy Agyapong as of September no is having that potential to get 50+1. And in that case, no, all he has to do is to look at DNA what's a year may free her. Already, why 41 August and wako 44.
Okay.
So maybe the message is going well, maybe, and he's now touring in Tibetan, but on no tour, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia so tall.
So maybe in the potential.
Exactly. Also, in for sharing said this research there shouldn't be any sentiments attached to it. Okay. It's just as at a period.
Okay.
It can switch negatively or positively, but for me. Se research way no ye picking se na tie no nese a switch every here and say 44 for August na ya ba December ya biem na a switch about 34 I report the 34 as it is.
Okay,
I could reported but has a kosra me nka se August na no lead September no lead until December no lead no data is data.
Okay,
until the worst case now me send it na that is what I'll report it here.
All right, okay, so it means that the red ones are not just potential.
Yes, potential
probable to see
exactly
okay.
And we know just as a start.
Okay, all right, so this is the worst case and the best
case scenario.
Okay,
until like I explained one has to give for somebody to increase.
Okay,
there is one case Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia DNS as the other people in
okay.
But we can move on to the next one.
Okay.
And so this is the regional
level results.
Okay. But I know a worst case scenario. Yanko another one.
Okay.
Another
this is
one.
The best case.
I'll leave people to read that one.
Okay.
But
all right.
The next one.
Okay.
Stay or has
all right.
And the Upeke Ashanti region as it stands today. Ashanti region is keenly contested.
Very.
So what is happening is that where it is keenly contested, nobody is crossing 50 100%.
Exactly.
Because omina we shouldn't be free. So Ashanti region, Honorable Kennedy Agyapong has increased in Ashanti region. Dr. Yao said Duchum has increased. Dr. Banchampon dropped. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia dropped. That's in Ashanti region. Upeke Ahafo and Bono. In August, you could see Ahafo and Bono and Blue East. Then Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia will lead around that place. However, Ahafo has been confirmed as of September for Honorable Kennedy Agyapong. Bono has been confirmed for him. But Blue East, they are still with Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. And this is after Honorable Kennedy Agyapong called Hono. What it means is that his message went down there with them. Ahano Crown Puno were increasing, but still Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ne leadi enti message has to still go down.
But was na ka say Dr. Bawumia so alcohol
and next pool measure
exactly
exactly
yeah no so
and only disclaimers
maintaining
exactly also because this one we call it under monitoring and evaluation. We look at action against impact. Into Nipan wakoho. But this is something that we should know in politics. There is strategy. Your action can be counterproductive. Into which me I did be audience say bema when you vote. Now counterproductive. For example, some of the revelations are through this post now. You will know maybe some of the candidates in Crawford Chom who share Jane say buano. And no mum mani pano young popular. In fact, they make an say. Until you need to measure action we na me taking a bear saying. Meka said, what is going to make the difference? Nipani message. Candidates nina, what is your message? Personality. What is your personality? DNA found and the last thing who hear your moment and how they behave around this period. You see, you don't want to give an impression, say, uni nipa no mbebu man and nipa no mbebu man no me a hantan and nipa no people need to know into your core team and the people, and you need to start disciplining people if you have to. Into some of these things among for sure, and all of these things will go down and will affect. Into Usha Central, they are still staying within. Easton was a surprising part. So Easton in August was Brian who was leading, and then Yeba September no. Let Brian a drop a kakra. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia gain kakra. Into mu tri omohono. Kennedy Jina baby Ujina no better number one. The name same patch they make what say ye prayer dear Mijina 7 Anna Wejina 8 na Wejina 2 do you 2 ni beji 2 fi 8 on 8 in beba 6 na we about 4 but maybe 7 them that Ujina one na him dia bedi kan and what happened is whilst they were 15 MPs and this and that na Honorable Kennedy Agyapong ebefem me patch one there me patch the same thing Greater Accra there is still staying with him and it keeps increasing. Northeast,
Greater Accra, right?
Greater Accra keeps increasing.
50.76.
Why we saw this the next best alternative in Greater Accra is big.
56.
Yes,
very huge.
Yes, many of them are considering him. Northeast, Doctor is emphatic. That's one percentage.
Very huge.
And I say in the crew. But a whole crowd was surprising. We had a lot of undecided and undisclosed. Until we had to push to so that Yebenya Kakra to be able to work with the data and so on and so forth.
All right. That's fine. So these are the dynamics.
And how they represent into Osha heat map now. You can see say as northern region and the exactly. Anna Kennedy is also consolidating into eventually these places now. The swing,
the fight is here.
The fight is here, yes.
To gain the numbers and all that.
Exactly.
All right.
Basically, that's
basically these are the ones that is there. Until the attorney said by December, year another one to tell us what is going to happen.
Not necessarily December, but you person commune we torna. This we December, December, we January first week, first week. We want to measure the final impact. Into your situation, umina to me at all. So, moon to me, never cut 2 weeks to a battle now still near Bay. But because you want to see the impact after Nipane leaving, because we share August to September assessor. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia again Kakra. Honorable Kennedy Agyapong again bebre Dr. Bernard Champo adrope kakra Dr. Ya said bitum again kakra engineer kwabna wageni kakra nti message no ebe determine your ma bebre nti ho na make say ke benya na ke pese nko bia wie nti ofra na afede delegate no meti obia o mahu obia nti by that time no, but there's also a high probability say beben a undecided ni undisclosed no ebeko show because that time no osusu obeyi nanim but the more meyi omanim so there by that time no beyi until still will be able to check.
Okay, but the undecided ebe also
we are looking
you look at it
undisclosed mom
undisclosed
because on said to the be an omunim the candidate be person or yemano until all be declare and all be can we no until but still no we have a way yes be many people for us afre yes some for afre yes until by the fourth one no you push here yenya baby any panagina.
Okay,
and then we'll do that. And so this is the quote I have given to you.
Always say
numbers tell us who is ahead.
Okay,
and so Jumano say check who is ahead.
Strategy decides
who stays ahead.
Who stays ahead. Numbers tells us who is ahead. Strategy decides who stays ahead.
So the work here is strategy.
Is a strategy.
And it's a research am there bano. It is free insight. Free insight. Yours is not to waste time to criticize. Pick it.
Okay. But Doug, I said people have said that. I mean, your research, you know. I mean, normally these things will happen, and I really want you to just clear it that people feel it is Ken team that has sponsored you to do this one. So
for me, whenever anybody says such a thing, I don't blame them. It's political season. People have to please their paymasters, say things they have to say. First and foremost, I'm saying this on record. I didn't take a penny from anybody to do the first research or the second research. I have not, and I would not. What will happen is that when your work is good, you start getting calls.
Sure.
And I'm getting calls from all over. Before I did the research, and I'll put this disclaimer right here, I never had any encounter with Honorable Kennedy Agyapong.
Okay.
I met him for the first time. That was, I'll check the dates. There was a program in Kumasi. I was a keynote speaker in my university.
Okay.
And then he came there. Right after that, Namiko US. That was the first time Honorable Kennedy Agyapong saw me speak. For the first time. Before that time, I don't have any relationship, rapport, nothing with him. I have said this, I am an interested party. Sebio, NPP building during December, me a video, I remember Dr. Mahmoud Baomi Abaso, a promoting. I sat on radio, on TV, campaigning for him everywhere. And I come from the roots of Dr. John Kuma.
Okay.
So Dr. John Kuma, I was one of the brains behind his work at now Oye.
Okay.
And Dr. John Kuma had a camp. And he said, "Binka onukwa wo baby a kebeye baby a nipa be." And what happened is that election by Bedru, I wanted to stay absolutely neutral. I didn't want to join any camp, do anything. Then you get a call. I'm saying, Mama, I'm saying, no, we want you to join us. Then you get a call from another camp. You tell them you want to stay neutral. They say you want to join. I'm saying, no. Me, I have. In 2024, I remember telling in Penifoni be said, and Kuye, and the little research I made here and any analysis, it looks like we may lose with over 1 million.
Okay.
When I told them, no, we are doing everything, so I realized, as a person, I need to do a research for myself. So first one here was not public, it was 8,000.
Okay.
I don't remember bullshit kakra. Because me here, the Honorable Kennedy Agyapong was leading.
Okay.
And the man saw me for the first time. And then that was when I met him. And that was just this year. Into any new relationship, I don't know anything. And then the other side and other camps also invited. Okay. Maybe at 10 a.m. you be to me casa for about 3 hours, 4 hours. And I decided, so as of today, I don't belong to any camp.
Okay.
But the research was for me to make a decision.
Okay.
So I have not decided yet.
You've still not decided?
When
are you deciding?
It depends, but because you see, sometimes when people attack you, it makes decision even easier.
Okay.
I hope you are getting it. And I've seen even my own friends, because the polls did not go in that way. You see people are changing the hand. It's part of it. For me, I have a very tough skin. So
you will not be surprised if you join the Ken.
If I join
the Ken team.
Oh, this is the whole thing. as it stands today, I've not decided yet.
Okay.
So let me look at how the trend goes, and I'll give a response to that, because they still want to.
Look,
they want me to take part. Thank you so much.
I'm sure say who will be the last one to say beba.
All
right. Doctor Evans Duah and Edi and Komono Pusa on my year regarding the NPP primaries and who come on any